Oh gosh. Well, I think we got our thumbnail. It's gonna look like I'm crying. Sorry if I gotcha. I mean, I don't have a sad story, totally, but I am a little sad. Okay, anyways, this is what happens when you just turn on the camera when you're crusty. Where was I? Oh. It's pretty dark. I actually came down here because I've been awake for like an hour and I just brought some books. I was not planning to record at all. But then I remembered that on November 30th, I told my sister I'm doing Vlogmas this year because after, I don't know, almost 10 years of creating content and posting it on the internet, I've never done it and I've always wanted to. So here we are. But I feel like I can't just return to the internet after 6 or 7 months of just, being gone without at least giving you a little background. So here we go. But first, let me get my tea. And I do have some notes because I thought I was going to make this video one day. I just didn't know when or that it would be today. As you can see, I'm still half asleep. I'm just going to rock with it. Hold on. Tea. First, tea. My throat is a little scratchy this morning, and since I couldn't sleep, I thought, why not start my day with some tea? A little ASMR to start our morning. Okay, let's go. So I first pressed publish over 6 or 7 years ago, filled with expectation. Happy to share my little top 10 favorite Marvel movies with the world. Thinking this would be the start of a lucrative side hustle as a YouTuber and influencer, of course, thinking, who knows, maybe I'll leave my job one day, because I'll be popping. It only took me a few more videos to realize just how mistaken I was, and also my Marvel top 10 has changed since then as well. But that's not why we're here. We're here because I'm 33 and I feel like a loser. I haven't made it yet. I don't have a ton of followers. I don't have a ton of brand deals. But that's why I think I'm perfectly positioned to tell you what not to do as I make my little return to this YouTube corner. And after some time off, I'm back to pull the curtain on just this whole journey, and more importantly, why it's crucial to know your own motivations before diving into this journey yourself. So stay tuned, because this just might change your perspective on content creation, and I'm starting to get self-conscious, so I'm gonna remember to wipe the crust from my eyes, because I really just woke up. It's nice and low light in here, so hopefully you can't see it. I realized I did all that talking and didn't introduce myself and assumed you knew who I was. So hi, friends, strangers, content cousins. Taryn and Allyssa here. What's my little spiel? I forgot. It's been a while. I'm an education professional and content creator who loves to create content about life in my early 30s, plus all things creator economy. I'm a bit of a nerd. So if you're into that, I suggest you stick around and subscribe, because I will be back to posting videos on here. And I think we'll do a family table today, so let me know if you make it there in the comments. Okay, so I didn't want this video to be too, edited or jump cutty, and I'm filming this on my DJI, and I hope I don't regret it. But, anyways, let's just get back to the truth of it all. why did I not post on here for like 7 months, and why do so many other creators just like burn out? Um, Truthfully, for me, there were a couple factors. I think most notably at the peak of it all, it just became true that I was doing so much work that I felt like I needed to get paid. And that required me to pitch, which required me to do additional work that I just didn't really feel motivated to do, which I guess is kind of tied to the second part of this, which is just like I also wasn't motivated to sell most things. Like, if you're familiar with any of the content I've posted, I would say probably mostly on Instagram. Then you know that like I'll share about black businesses or other content creators. Oh my God, there's something in my eye. Well, I think we got our thumbnail. It's gonna look like I'm crying. Sorry if I gotcha. I mean, I don't have a sad story, totally, but I am a little sad. Okay, anyways. Oh, okay. I think I got the eyelash out of my eyes. This is what happens when you just turn on the camera when you're crusty. Where was I? Oh, um, yeah, I just wasn't motivated to sell stuff. And I mean, I like promoting businesses I care about and businesses I support. That includes like small businesses, black owned businesses, even just like people I know who have businesses. I talk about them a lot. And yeah, I just think I will do that naturally, but like the process of pitching to brands to get paid to talk about their products just didn't totally jive with me and my values, and just like me trying to decrease my own consumption. It didn't feel right to be telling people to buy things, especially because a lot of what my content was in like the beauty lane. Don't get me wrong, I love looking cute, but I don't know. I just don't know if that's for me right now at this stage in life, versus when I first started making content, which was kind of about anything. But I think that kind of leads me to the final piece, was just that I was initially not really honest with myself about what this process would entail. And I think it's important if you want to start out on this journey, because I think a lot of people could benefit from the process, the creative process of creating content and expressing yourself and putting it online. But I also know that there's a lot of mental work that comes with that. And if I'm honest, I'm not sure that I'm totally cut out for it. Like, I don't know if I have the mental fortitude for it. I was just telling my sister this the other day as I was telling her I was going to be doing Vlogmas. So here I am, Taylor. Here I am. But anyways, I just think it's important to really just be honest with yourself about your motivations, why you want to do it, what you want to do, and to like not post for the sake of posting, and not to just create because you feel like you have to, but do it because you want to, or because it's fun, or to try it. You could find that you hate it, and that's okay too. But I think there's always like a medium in this online space for you to find your little niche. And so I think I want to inspire other people to do that. And even just yesterday, I heard from someone, shout out to Angel, if you're not following her on TikTok. She has glorious hair and glorious thoughts. So I'm going to tag her, put her somewhere. I know I said I'll do minimal edits, but I want to make sure to show some love. She was telling me yesterday that on a bachelorette trip, I inspired her to get going on her content journey, because I was just, filming, creating, posting, and she was like, I can do that too. And she's doing it, and she's killing it over on TikTok. So I say all that to say, just consider it. And if you're already considering it, just be intentional about like your motivations and why you're in it. And I think the last thing I'll say just on the motivations piece is, nope, what am I trying to say? Little nugget for advice is just to remember to separate your self-worth from this process. I think that's something that I have struggled with, and I struggle with this in other areas of life too. Like, it's not just social media, though I know this is designed to like rot my brain, and yours too, not just me. But like, if you know that you're susceptible to, just attaching your self worth to the instant validation, likes, things like that, either be prepared to, combat it, or maybe shy away from it. And again, I don't want to discourage anyone from doing this. I think everyone should at least try. You don't necessarily have to be the face of it to participate in it, and that's something I'm learning too. I recently had some paid gigs with family members, which is exciting because I got to put my skills to the test, which was a little overwhelming, if I'm being honest. But it was also gratifying, and I got to put my skills towards a good cause, well, several good causes, which was lovely, plus, doing some personal family projects too. So I think also just having these skills is just another value add, like just like any other skill in life. But there's definitely a market for these skills, either personally or professionally. And so I think that's something else for folks to consider is like this could just be a hobby that you could then also put on your resume, which is like, note to self, I need to update my LinkedIn. Because at this point, I've made videos for work, I've made videos for me, I've made videos for Tom and Jerry. Okay, I'm rambling. Okay, so I think it's time to get to the family table. If you made it this far, welcome to the family table. We are officially content cousins. Um, Thank you for sticking it out with me and for making it this far. We are now going to get into the good stuff, the secrets only reserved for family, and I'm glad you're here. What are my secrets for today? Normally I have this pre-scripted, but I don't have this segment done. Okay, so I started off this video saying I feel like a loser, and that's partially because I had already had some notes written, and that was like what was in the script, but also it's just like really true at times. And, I've been going to therapy, I've been working on me, I've been thinking about what my life will look like in the future, and not just my life, but that of my husband and, my family or future family. Oh, life has just been lifing, and that's part of why I've been taking a step back from this whole individual Taryn Allyssa content creation space. As some of you may know, I recently started a podcast with my sister, Sistas Declassified, where we, first of all, just get to spend time with each other, but also get to talk about the things that maybe sisters and friends should talk about more often. Our self-love journeys, our personal growth, career, life, relationships, like kind of you name it, we talk about it. But it's really a great opportunity for us to reflect on our relationship, but also just our lives as people, as millennial Black women. And I think in doing that, and doing therapy and taking a step back from scrolling so much, although I could do better, and working to prioritize my physical and mental health. I've just come to realize that, like, at the end of the day, all of this stuff is not that big of a deal. And so I, I hope you don't think I make it look perfect. I try my best to be, like, vulnerable and honest because I think the world is missing that sometimes, and I wish more people would share what's going on with them, because I think, one, you can unburden yourself, but two, I think people find value in the stories of others, and I think seeing others look resilient, come out on top, make it to the other side of whatever their trials are, is just a beautiful thing to see, and it's a reminder of God's power in the universe. So I guess I say all that to say, I just really encourage you to reflect on whether or not this is a space you want to be in, whether or not you think you could express yourself on, I don't want to say on the internet, because it doesn't even have to be on the internet, right? It's just about, picking up a camera, filming, and learning some editing and creating a masterpiece of your own design that's just for you, but you could also share because others could find value in your story. So there I go with the rambles again. So I'm going to leave us here. Welcome to the first video of Vlogmas. Shout out to my sister Taylor for encouraging me, or maybe challenging me to do this. She was like, also, one video a week doesn't count, so I got to do more than one video this week. That's why these will probably be low edit, but that doesn't matter because we're getting to the finish line. Okay, so it's been a minute. I'm gonna get to my books here. Have my tea in my legendary Roots mug. Dope black women. Yes, yes. And start the rest of my day. But thanks for chatting with me. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. What are other things I'm supposed to say? Keep creating or start creating, my friends. See you next time.